Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Daily Drive. Happy Friday. It's Friday. I still have to work tomorrow, so it's not like it's that big of a deal, but I just took a nap, and so now I am nice and refreshed for the afternoon. So welcome. Happy Friday. I am so glad to see you here if you're on. If you are new to the Daily Drive. The Daily Drive is just a worksheet that I created. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010 and really had no idea what that meant, what I should do, what anxiety even was, and lived in the darkness of that for a long time and was just kind of the victim of my anxiety for a long time. Everything was my anxiety's fault, and I never really chose to understand if I could be in control of my mind until just a few years ago when I just kind of started on this deep personal growth journey that I've been on for a little bit now. Throughout that personal growth journey, I learned what I can do to be in control of my mind. The three main things being intentional thinking, small step goal setting, and gratitude. And when I started to share this Daily Drive worksheet and things that I was learning with friends and being open about it, it just kind of helped me understand that this is my purpose in life, to speak openly, publicly, and vulnerably about anxiety and to help other people understand that you can be in control of your mind and your life and create all of the things that you want even while living with anxiety. So that is why I am here doing the Daily Drive. That is why I come and speak to you all 3 times a week. I am back on a schedule now that pushes me, that motivates me. We're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3:30 Eastern Time, both on my Facebook and in my Becoming Unlimited group. And so I am super glad to have this schedule just kind of back to where I like it. This inspires me. I gave y'all Motivation Monday, Wednesday Gratitude, and Freedom Friday. And so this gives me a little bit of direction to go in and just helps to keep me inspired. So I am super glad to be back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I enjoy this schedule. If you are new here, thank you for being here. If you're not new here, thank you for being here. Say hey when you hop on. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're from. I love interacting with y'all. So just say hey when you get on. Since it's Friday, like I said, we're talking about Freedom Friday. Freedom in whatever sense you're looking for, whether you're looking for mental freedom, financial freedom, freedom in your relationships, freedom from someone you know, freedom in your own mind, whatever kind of freedom you are looking for, that freedom starts in your mind. And it starts with unlimiting your thoughts. This is why I chose Becoming Unlimited as my theme, because that is what I am doing every single day, as much as I can. I am learning new things. I am changing old thought processes. And so every day I'm becoming unlimited. I'm becoming more unlimited. I'm unlimiting my thoughts. I'm changing the thought patterns and processes that have told me, no, I can't do it. Freedom starts with unlimiting your thoughts. All throughout our life, we have learned things, we have seen on TV or in news or, heard at school, whatever it is, we have formed these thought processes, thought patterns, nerve endings all throughout our life. Some of them are great, some of them are not so great. Some of them are really limiting beliefs, limiting in the sense that you're not really going to get anywhere while you're thinking like that. You're not really going to open yourself up to new opportunities, right? Those thoughts are limiting. You've been clinging to limiting beliefs. What's a limited belief? The belief that you can't do something because someone else is doing something. The thought that you're not enough to do something, the thought that you need to lose weight or look a certain way to do something, you're not as good as your brother or your sister or your spouse. All of those things are limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts. And that is interfering with your freedom, with whatever freedom you are looking for. Freedom starts in your mind, and it starts with unlimiting your thoughts. And I am going to talk to you today about another F word that takes up space in our brains. Another F word that takes up the space that could be used for something else. And this thing absorbs too much of our brain sometimes, and we can redirect it. And what is this thing that I'm talking about? What is the F word that I'm talking about? It is FOMO, the fear of missing out. FOMO. If you get FOMO about things, let me know in the chat. Tell me what your biggest FOMO, what do you get the most FOMO about? Fear of missing out. What do you not want to miss out on? What do you think about? What dwells in your mind, right? The fear of missing out. This takes up space in our brains that could be doing something else, that could be thinking about our purpose, that could be getting us to the next step in our goal system, right? FOMO, fear of missing out. At work, I work in a dog grooming place, and I bathe the dogs. Excuse me. I bathe the dogs before the groomers, cut and do whatever else they're going to do. And there's two of us that do that. And so there's two of us that are there washing the dogs, and then everybody else doing everything. And there's dogs barking, there is power dryers on, there's kennel dryers on, there's all kinds of noise in there. And so I find myself all throughout the day, while I'm washing a dog, while I'm drying a dog, while I am walking around, while I'm doing something else, I find myself all throughout the day, like looking over my shoulder and like trying to hear what everyone else is saying, like trying to hear if someone's talking about me, trying to hear if like there's a dog that I need to know something about, trying to hear if somebody's talking about a coworker, like just trying to hear what's happening, right? I'm looking over my shoulder all day, just trying to hear what's going on and hear what's happening and be a part of what's happening, hear the conversations. It makes me feel that FOMO. If I'm washing a dog and two other people are having a conversation and they're laughing over here, I'm kind of like, oh, well, I'm left out. I want to be laughing too, right? Or if I'm washing a dog and something else happens across the room, right? I just find myself looking over my shoulder and like wanting to know all the conversations, wanting to know what's happening, wanting to know if somebody's talking about me, wanting to know if I'm doing the things right, wanting to know if somebody else isn't doing it right, they're getting in trouble. I just find myself wanting to hear all the things. I don't want to miss something that's going on while I'm at work, right? And it's taking up that space in my mind. It's taking up space in my mind. I'm thinking about it. I find myself trying to hear if something's being said somewhere else. I find myself thinking about what other people are saying while I'm washing a dog, and it just takes up space in my brain. So that's one example of the FOMO that I've experienced lately. The other is there's been a couple of times where I've gone to the gym early in the morning, and I like to get in the tanning bed before I do my workout. And so I take all my stuff with me, I tan, and then I get dressed the rest of the way and go work out. There's been a couple times where I've gone to the gym and the person at the front desk, there hasn't been a person at the front desk. I stood there for like 10 minutes and nobody ever came up to greet me. And so I went about my workout, went in the bathroom and changed, didn't get a tan, went about my workout on my day, right? And that happened to me this week when I went to the gym. I waited for a few minutes and they didn't come up to the front, and so I didn't get to tan. And so I went and I finished my workout. I got on the elliptical and I did everything else, but I just found myself the whole time I was working out thinking about how I didn't get to tan. I wanted a tan today. I didn't get to get in the tanning booth. It threw me off that I had to go in the bathroom and get dressed the rest of the way instead of finishing it while I was tanning. I was thinking about who else was in the tanning booth. Maybe I can go in there real quick even though I'm sweaty after I get off the elliptical. You know, I found myself missing that I did that I didn't get to do that, right? I missed out on tanning. And so then I was thinking about it the whole rest of the time that I was at the gym, right? So those two times are the times that it stands out recently for me thinking about FOMO, fear of missing out. So I'm at work trying to hear what's going on around me, trying to see if anybody's talking about me or another coworker or what's going on. And I went to the gym and wasn't able to tan, but just kept thinking about how I wasn't able to tan and wasn't able to do that, right? And so FOMO is taking up that space. And so how do we change that? How do we shift that? How do we get rid of the FOMO energy and invite in what we want, right? I remind myself that if it was for me, I would know, right? In other words, while I'm at work, if the conversation is important and it's about me, it's about the work that I'm doing, the dogs that I'm washing, something that I need to know, they're going to come and tell me, right? If I'm not doing something right, or if, I need to change my routine or something, they're going to come and let me know, right? If the conversation, if what's happening is for me, then I would know. If someone is talking about me, then either I'm going to know because they're going to come tell me, or I'm not going to know because it's not that important, because it's on them that they're talking about me, right? So then I don't need to feel the FOMO about that because that's on them, right? If it was for me, I would know. If it was for me, the universe would bring it to me and I wouldn't miss out on it. So I don't need to have FOMO. I don't need to be in every single conversation. I don't need to turn around every time I hear someone talking because I want to know what they're talking about. Because if it was for me, I would know. It would come to me. If it's not for me, then I don't need to know about it, right? So how do we keep FOMO from taking up that space in our brains? That's the first thing I do, is remind myself that if it was for me, I would know. If it was for me, they'd come and tell me, I'd be able to participate, I'd get to tan, whatever. If it was for me, I would know. The second way is that I remind myself that I am my own safe place. We have things bombarding us all the time from everywhere, from social media, TV, other people, whatever it is. We have things bombarding us all the time. And if we can't turn to ourselves to cut the negative dialogue, to remind us that we're enough, if we can't turn to ourselves as safety, then there's a problem, right? You should be your place of safety. You should be able to turn off the rest of the world and feel safe within yourself, instead of feeling like you're going to continue the negative dialogue in your mind, right? So I am my own safe place. I create safety inside. And the last way is that I remind myself that I am open to what's for me. If I'm open to what's for me, if I'm open to what the universe is bringing in my direction, if I'm focusing my energy on positivity and moving forward and on my purpose and not on the FOMO and all of the other things, if I'm open to what the universe is bringing me, to what my higher power is bringing me, then it's going to come to me and I won't need to feel that FOMO, right? If it's for me, it will come to me. I am open to what's for me. I am open to what the universe is bringing me. I am open to what the universe wants me to know in this situation. I am open to what the universe wants me to experience today. I am open to how the universe wants me to live in my purpose today. I am open to what's there for me. If it's not there for me, then I don't need to give my energy to it. If it's not there for me, if it's not going to be directly brought to my attention, if it's not something that I need to worry about, then I don't need to feel like I'm missing out on it. I don't need to feel FOMO because it's simply not for me. It's just not for me. So don't let FOMO take up space in your brain, in your mind, that could be doing other things. I'm just at work and I'm cleaning dogs, but I could be thinking about other things. I could be thinking about gratitude. I could be thinking about what I'm going to do in line with my purpose when I get off work. Who am I going to talk to today? What homework am I going to get done when I get home? How am I going to live and create safety within myself. I'm going to do that by not continuing the FOMO about things. So when you are feeling like you want to be involved in all the conversations, you want to know what's happening all the time, you want to turn your head constantly to see who's talking about you, to see what they're talking about, to see what they're doing. If you haven't been able to do something that you normally like to do and you're continuing to dwell on it, you don't have to let that FOMO, that fear of missing out, take up space in your brain. Because if it's for you, the universe will bring it to you. If you're open to it. If you're not open to it, then you won't catch it. It'll fly right past you because you're not open to it. Your energy is closed off to it. When your energy is open to what the universe is going to bring you, you don't need to feel FOMO about things because the universe is bringing you the next thing that's even better. The universe is going to bring me the next thing that's even better than whatever conversation I'm trying to hear between two coworkers at work, right? The universe is going to bring me the next thing that's even better than just missing a day of tanning at the gym. The universe is going to bring me the next best thing because I'm open to it, right? I do have the FOMO. I do still have the thoughts of I need to know what's going on. I need to hear what's going on. Are they talking about me? Are they talking about someone else? Are they talking about the new guy? Am I doing everything right? I still, I feel that. But when I hear those things in my mind coming up, I start to tell myself that I'm my own safe place. I create safety within. If it's for me, I will know. If the conversation is about me, if I need to be involved in the conversation, I will know. If the conversation's not for me, then I don't need to worry about it. It's not being directly brought to my attention. So don't let the FOMO, the fear of missing out, take up space in your brain. If you are constantly worried about what people are saying, what people are thinking, so-and-so in the grocery line behind you is whispering something and you're wondering if it's about you, people at work are talking and you're wondering if it's about you and what they're saying. If you are worried about that, find something else to fill that space with in your brain. Find something to redirect those thoughts when they start to come in. Because those thoughts are just going to be there. They're just there because we're already programmed like that. But the more we disrupt that and the more we disrupt it and then add something new, add a new thought, the easier it becomes. And the more you'll one day realize, I'm not even worried about that anymore. And you've been spending your time and energy doing something else. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you're focused on the FOMO, if you're focused on what are you missing, what is someone saying, what is someone doing, what did I not get to do today? If you're focused on what you're not getting to do instead of everything that you get to do every day, you're not going to continue to move forward. Fear of missing out, no. Focus on what's coming next for you. You're not going to miss out on things if you're open to what's there for you. So think about the next thing that's coming. Be open to the next new opportunity. Keep your mindset open. When you feel yourself worrying, wondering what people are saying, what your coworkers are saying, whoever, when you feel that urge come up, just remind yourself, if it was for me, I would know. I'm my own safe place. I create safety within. I am open to what's there for me. And as long as you're open to what the universe has coming to you, it will come to you. And you don't need to worry about missing out on things. You don't need to have FOMO because you're open to what the universe is bringing you. And where focus goes, energy flows. So when you feel the FOMO setting in, just remind yourself that if it was for you, you would know. And you're open to the next best thing. So what's the next new exciting opportunity that's coming your way? Redirect that FOMO with positivity. That is where I'm at right now, because working in an environment like this is a little bit different for me. It's not something that I've done before. And so I worry that I'm not doing my job right, or that, you know, I don't know, I'm going to mess something up. And so I feel myself looking over my shoulder with every conversation. And it's not a feeling that I enjoy. So I don't want to have that FOMO. I don't want to worry about every single little conversation. So I'm open to what's there for me. If the conversation needs to come to me, it will. And that's how the universe works. I love y'all so much. Today in the joy jar, whoops, if I can pick it up, freedom creators, because freedom starts in your mind, and it starts when you work on unlimiting your thoughts. And the thoughts that we're unlimiting today is that thought of FOMO, that you're missing out on things because you're not involved in every single thing in every single conversation. It's not true. Freedom creators, y'all go in the joy jar. I am super thankful for every single one of you that tunes in, that interacts with me, that says hey, that works on your own mental health. It's a big step. And so I thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You always go back here in my joy jar. If you could do me a favor and check out dailydrivecoaching.com. Scroll down to the bottom, put your email address in, and hit submit. You will get content from me to your inbox, these daily drives, some blog posts, as I put things on my website. It's not every day. It's not even really once a week sometimes, but as I put things on my website, you will get it. You can also look at dailydrivecoaching.com to see what services I offer and all of the retail that I have. If you're not part of my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group, search for that on Facebook. It's tagged here in this video. That is Becoming Unlimited, because every single day we are working on becoming unlimited in our minds. That's on Facebook. It is just a free community of support where you get these daily drives plus a little bit more content about unlimiting your thoughts. And it's just a community of people to be with that's non-judgmental, that's accepting and understanding, so you know that you are not in this mental health journey by yourself. We're all in it together. Becoming Unlimited on Facebook. If you are catching Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube, thank you so much. Do me a favor and hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Turn on notifications for all of my social media so that you make sure you don't miss what's happening, because I never ask for a fee for what I do here. I just ask that you help me spread mental health awareness by engaging with me, sharing a video, tagging a friend, subscribing, doing all of those things. It helps me so much more than you know. You can see all of my services and retail on dailydrivecoaching.com. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Freedom starts in your mind and starts with unlimiting your thoughts. Stop allowing FOMO to take up space in your brain and to limit your beliefs. If you're just worried about somebody else, you're limiting yourself to what that person has to say or think. Excuse me. So stop allowing FOMO to take up space in your brain. If that conversation, if that thing is for you, you will know. If you are open to what the universe has for you, it will come to you. You are your own safe place. You can create safety within. Don't let that FOMO take up space in your brain. Use that energy and brain space to live in your purpose. Where focus goes, energy flows. Redirect that FOMO. You don't need to feel like you've missed out. Give yourself the freedom of being open to what the universe has in store for you. Happy Freedom Friday. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you soon.